Good evening, friends. Do you know what vampires are? No? Would you like to find out? Yes? I have a book for you that I would love to read to you, but only if you're not too scared. Yes? All right then. Vampires by Frisch. Imagine you're sleeping in an old castle on a stormy night. A bat flies into your room. Suddenly, the bat turns into a man in a black cape. He looks at your neck and shows his fangs. It's a vampire. What is a vampire? A vampire is a creature that drinks the blood of people. Many vampires are from a place called Transylvania. Vampires look like regular people, but they have sharper teeth. Vampires look more normal than most monsters. Becoming a vampire. If a vampire bites people but does not drink all their blood, those people turn into vampires too. Or a curse might make people vampires after they die. Men, women, and even kids can become vampires. It is not easy to stop a thirsty vampire. Vampire behavior. Vampires must drink blood to live. To do this, they usually bite people on the neck. If a vampire drinks enough blood, it can live forever. A vampire sleeps in a coffin during the day. Vampires like to rest in coffins instead of beds. A vampire's powers. A vampire can turn into a bat and then fly. A vampire is strong and moves fast. It does not make a reflection in a mirror. This lets a vampire sneak up on you. A bat's sharp teeth look a lot like a vampire's. A vampire's weaknesses. Vampires stay away from garlic, holy water, and crosses. Sunlight hurts vampires, so they move around only in the dark. The only sure way to kill a vampire is by putting a stake through its heart. Vampires hate steaks and garlic. Famous vampires. The most famous vampire is Count Dracula. He is a rich vampire in a book from 1897. In the story, a vampire hunter named Abraham Van Helsing tries to kill Dracula. This is Dracula, and this is Van Helsing. The Twilight books and movies are about vampires, but most of those vampires do not attack people. In video games like Castlevania, you can be a hero who fights vampires and other monsters in castles. These are some of the vampires from Twilight. Laugh like a vampire. There are no such things as vampires. They exist only in stories. But it can be fun to act like a vampire. Find a black cape and fake fangs, and then laugh in a scary way. Just stay out of the sun. A smart vampire hides his fangs before biting. Learn to spot a vampire. Red eyes, pointy teeth, a black cape, pale skin, and leftover blood. And here's the Vampire Dictionary. A coffin is a big box that dead people are buried in. A curse is a kind of magic spell that does something bad to a person. Fangs, the long pointy teeth at the front of a vampire's mouth, like this. Garlic is a kind of plant that has a very strong smell. Reflection, an image or picture that bounces off a mirror or window. Stake is a big piece of wood or metal that is shaped like a nail. Are you sure vampires don't exist?